Oh man, just know that it's you who I love, Jesus. Go alone. In the evening, when the sun is going down, I love to pray. Oh, else had failed, and it seems there's no way I could win. Teach me how to depend upon you until the very end. It's been a long, hard winding road, but I have learned to be patient wherever I go. Oh, Lord of us all. It's my towel. There you go. Took me a little time to get it there, but we're almost there. Almost there. Let me get a swallow of this good stuff. It's not the good stuff, but I have to Get ready. It's not no alcohol. Don't drink alcohol. Stopped drinking alcohol years ago. Years ago. Years ago. True story. I can tell you. This is not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord of hosts. This is not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord of hosts. I'm Elijah, and this is the message the Lord God hath given unto me to give unto you. Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord of hosts. Now you gotta hold up for a minute. I know I should have said these things earlier, but you know how to go. You know how those things are. Don't worry, because we know what's happening, we know what's going on. Same old thing. They're going to slow it down. They're going to buffer it. They're going to do everything in power to stop this message that's going out. Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord of hosts. And I'm Elijah. And this is the message that the Lord God has given unto me to give unto you. Now you find not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord of hosts. That's found in Zechariah chapter 4, verse 6. No, so he told you, I said, I'm going to send Elijah to you before a great and dreadful day of the Lord. And he should turn the hearts of the children back to the father, the hearts back to the children. He said, I come and strike the rate for the curse. So who are the fathers? Reuben, Simeon, Levi, and Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, Dan, and Naphtali, Gad, and Ash, and Joseph, and Benjamin. Those are our fathers, man. They left us everything. Exaltation of the last time, perils of the last time, prophecies of the last time. How he's going to go in captivity, how long he's going to go and stay in captivity, what was going to happen to us while we be in captivity, what were we going to become while we are in captivity. Man, they left us everything, and they left us how to get out of this captivity and what was going to happen when we got out of this captivity unto our end. Hopefully you've been listening to me or looking at the messages that the Lord God has given to me to give unto you on YouTube. Hopefully you've been doing that and you know these things. Come on, man. You living in the final hour. The final hour. You know, yeah? Oh, yeah, this is a matter of time. Just like, well, anyway. So you have Enoch, Noah, and Shem. Those are our fathers. You have Seth, Jared, Michael, those are our fathers. Seth, Jared, Michael, man. So those are our fathers, man. We have Moses, Samuel, and Daniel. We have David, Hezekiah, Isaiah, and so Jeremiah, Ezekiel, man, all those are our fathers, man. And Lord God left the spirit of prophecy, the spirit of prophecy for us to follow. Another thing, too, you don't have to always agree with me because iron sharpens iron. So if you have something, not nothing if I had said got something mixed up. I mean, you know, because you get things mixed up. You might get a date and a time mixed up, what happened first or what happened second mixed up. I'm not talking about nothing like that. Those are easy mistakes. But if I say something that you know is written in some other book, some other place, and you know I don't know that, man, put that up there. And you're not going to hurt my feelings because all you're going to do is make me stronger. You're going to make me more wiser, more obedient, more humble. Come on, man, there's no pride in me. Man, all the mistakes I've made in my life. True story. My brother, he likes the CD radios. Get up on that. And he's mentally challenged, and he likes those CD radios, man. And so I got on there one day just to talk to him. And so they had the truck drivers. Now they professionals at them CB radios. You can't beat them. Oh no, they're very professional, and they have their own lingo, their own talk. So I got on there, and they say, "Roy," you know, because they think I don't know how to operate a CB radio, but I do. I know how to operate a radio, but that's not the point. The point I'm trying to say is that don't forget that one time you didn't know nothing. You didn't know it. You didn't know nothing at one time, and somebody had to do what? Pull your showcase, pull your shape, coat tail, shirt tail, whatever, and tell you, no, you're doing that wrong. Let me teach you how to do it, how to do that. Because we all been there. We've been all there. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember when I first started out being a carpenter. Yeah. First started off, and my daddy had me to nail the hammer on the back coach. And boy, I used to nail on that back coach, and boy, and them nails used to bend. Because I didn't know how to hammer. Them nails used to bend. Boy, my daddy said, boy, I don't know how you going to be a carpenter. Every nail that you hit, it bent. That's right. So now, but now today, I don't do it anymore. I'm not like talking about it, but you know, once you learn, you learn. And so nowadays, that's my signal. You know it all now, but man, he was rough. He was rough. So, but you have to learn. You have to take your time. Remember that somebody came before you, and they had to humble themselves in order for to learn. So you don't just jump on people because they don't know you or someone younger than you that they know. If they do not know, he doesn't know, or she doesn't know. Take your time out. Teach them. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy because they're stubborn, stiff-necked, and rebellious. Just like I'm trying to give you what thus said the Lord. I'm not giving you nothing that one day I'll go out there and give this to the people. No, it's not like that at all. Lord God chose me to give this unto you. And He told me that you're stubborn and stiff-necked and rebellious, but be patient. Be patient with them. They're going to come around. Not everybody's not going to come around, but they're going to come around. So try to remember that once you get to know, right? And there's nothing wrong if you take your time and just take your time and just tell them, say, you're doing that wrong, son. You're doing that wrong, mister. Let me show you how to do that. Yeah, well, let me show. So and take your time and learn from each other. Eye sharpen eye. That's in one of those books, Proverbs, I think it's Proverbs or Ecclesiastes. One of those books is in. Yeah. Dream all night. Lord God showed me in the dream. I found out what's up me in the dream. When you see you having sex with somebody, you're gonna mess up. It's not gonna go right for you. So I had one of those type of dreams. Yeah, I had one of those type of dreams. Having sex with somebody, man. Chase. Don't do that no more. You're not my wife. I ain't got nothing to do with it. You know, we can have a conversation, something like that, but I'm not lusting off of you. Keep on living my life like a damn fool. Or I'm going to get wise. I just want to know. There are the scriptures there for to make you wise. God give you the scriptures for to make you wise, to give you knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Yeah. Of course, you know I have dreams for you. But I've been having old dreams. I just told you one dream I had last night about it. And they had another dream Lord God was trying to show me, but I'm not worried about that no more. Not really not. Okay, this is the dream that I was telling you about the vaccine and everything coming up. So I found this one this morning. And so I was with my cousin. I told you this before. I was with my cousin. We drove and we came to this tree. I walk into the tree. I see what kind it was. It was a coconut tree. And as soon as I look up, the fruit started to fall into my hand. I was catching them and picking them up. My cousin said, yes, that's how they do it. Just fall from the tree and you have to wash them. I pick up a lot of them and put them in the back of my truck. We went to the bank. But usually we go to the bank in New York. But this time we went to another bank. I said to myself, he must not have it that way anymore. Or he stopped going to see whom he was going to see after we have gone to the bank. We went into this bank. They had a lot of people there. We sit down with a representative. They start talking. The representative looked at me. He was about to say something personal that he didn't want me to hear. So I got up, but the chair that I was sitting in, I kept it with me. It was a rolling chair. You know how you have the rolling chair. So I started rolling the chair, still didn't roll the chair to the back of the bank. This man looked at me as I was rolling the chair. I don't see any. I said, I don't see no any chair. So I kept that one. And I rode until I got to another booth. They had children sitting down with waiting on their parents. Next thing I know, I was standing in front of the bank with three other men. See, just like a chair, you know, you have those chairs that have wheels on the road. So I was in one of those, and yeah, the representative was talking to my cousin. They wanted, no, they wanted a personal conversation. They want to say something that they didn't want me to know. So I just took the chair, and I looked for other chairs. I didn't see nothing, so I just took that chair and started rolling. So I rolled it to the back of the bank. So when I rolled to the back of the bank, so I see these children, you know, the children sitting down waiting on their parents. It was like a booth situation. So I'm trying to remember much of the dream as I can. Because some of this dream, I could tell you what happened. Some of the dream, I don't need to read. All right. So roll it down, wait for the parent. Next thing I knew was, so the next thing I knew, I was standing in front of the bank with three other men. Yeah, we were standing in front of the bank with three other men. I turned and looked at on the right, I saw a vision. So when I turned and looked to the right, you know how you look on the wall and you have like a mirror on the wall. But this was a dream. I had a dream. Inside the dream, there was a vision. I told you I love them. So inside the dream, it was the vision. And so in the vision, so I would three other men. So in the vision, so I look at the wall. And man, when I see the wall, and when I looked at the wall, I see I see two black horses in the vision. I saw a vision of two black horses, you know, like on the mirror. I said, "Do you see that?" I turned and looked again, and it was gone for a second or two. But it appeared unto them also. So the men that I was with, they saw it too. It was in full colors, this time with red, white, and other colors. See? There, that was on the back of the wall. And it was very vivid dream. They had a man that jumped out of the vision with a white tie wrapped around his head, like you see in the Asian movie, with a white shirt, white pants, and he started slaying people in the street or the sidewalk. And then the vision was gone. So that's what he had on. He had on, you know, those tojos. That was called tojos. Yeah, he was dressed like that, but his belt was white, and he had a white tie around his head. But his sword that he had, now the sword was a long sword, but still had a point at the end. It was flat. So that's how you know he was an Asian man. He jumped out there, boy, he cut that man's head off, completely off. Yeah, he cut that man's head off. Then after he cut the man's head off, he jumped back into on the mirror. And then after he jumped back in the mirror, the next thing I seen, two black horses. Yeah, two shiny black. I mean, they were two shiny black horses. Yep, in the mirror. Let me finish reading. And say, I asked the other two men, say, did you see that? And I said, I have never seen nothing like that. I have seen a vision, but nothing like that. So we walked down. That's because I was already in a dream. And then like in the spirit world, you know how you do. You know how you are. And then you look. And I look on that mirror, boy, and see them horses jump out. Ooh. I've seen that man jump out, and then I seen the horses. We walked down where we saw the vision. It was just a wall. And as we got there, he told the other two men to go back to the bank. He said he could do that as I was walking behind him. He had a black pants with a stripe, looked like pink and white, like a pink and white shirt on. He had a black pair of pants on, and the shirt was pink with white straps. With white straps on. And as we went into the building, it was another bank. I don't know whether I was in the bank when I saw the vision, but I was sitting down in the room, looked like a classroom. I was next, it was in a desk watching this person type on this old type of typewriter, but it looked like a modern a modern one. The ribbon was like very up to date. It was like the typewriter I have seen. It was like a typewriter I have ever seen, like a typewriter that I had never ever seen. And as they was typing, I saw and heard this man speaking on the prophet Ezekiel. That's right. That was it. So I started to say the scriptures along with him, talking about the wrath of God, the wrath of the Lord God, or thus say the Lord God. And I woke up from that dream. So all that's happening. So when you talk about banking, what you do in the bank? You go get something it's a short thing. That's gonna happen. And it's happening. So on that future wrist typewriter, like I told you, I saw a typewriter, man. It was like I saw two of them, but this one here, like they had the ribbon, and when she hit the key, because I was sitting right next to it, she hit the key and strike the key. But on the keyboard, it only had symbols. It didn't have no letters. They only had symbols on, like like isosceles symbol. So those types of geometry symbol, geometric symbols. That's what they had. And so when she did that, and then when she did that, she gave me the slip and told me to give it to the man, to the other man. Then I knew that it was your DNA that she had on your DNA, and you go give your DNA RNA to this man, and he matched it up to what? The demon, the blood type you have, so that demon can be made with you. Man. So I saw that. That dream there might be 2 or 3 years old, but if it came to pass, it's coming to pass right now. All right, so let's go. So yeah, famine. There's 2 famines, just like I read in the book. One is man-made, the other one's God, but it's too dirty. I was in the house when I hear dogs barking loud noise. The man was on the top of the house. Smoke was coming out of the roof vents. They had a helicopter come with 2 beams. 2 beams. Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you about it. They had blind hair. Their skin looked like pig skin, because it was pink. I mean, they don't call it pink. They call it something else. Pale color skin. Now a pig look that color. I'm talking about before you slaughter. That kind of color. That's how they look. And the men had blind hair. Yeah, the skin looked like, and they was running away from men that had was hunting them. And one had a deep cut on the side of his left arm here. It was a very deep cut, and they was running. Yeah, they was running. The helicopter must have crashed. Yeah, must have crashed. And I see them walking. Look like Donald Trump. See the color of Donald Trump? That's how they look. But the hair was white. That's how they looked. They had this color. And they was walking away. They was running really, because the men was hunting them after them. Saw that. I was in the congregation. They had a man fixing this light high above everyone. Like we was in the church house setting, or one of those auditorium settings for the church. It was like that. It was one of those types. I didn't tell you these dreams before, but I tell them to you now. And everyone was dressed because they didn't come. Some of them came to pass. Some of them are going to come to pass. But some of them are coming to pass right now. So he was, never finished reading. So congregation, he had a man fixing this light high above everyone. Everyone was dressed in the off-white, a cream color. Yeah, so now I know the off-white and cream color, the white part. With that woman name? Artemis, or somebody goddess that they serve, the goddess that they serve. Yeah, so they having a white party. So whoever having that white party, as I was listening to the speaker, I said, I hope he doesn't fall out of that fixture. But he did, fell right on the people, and I heard they scream. Well, anyway, so yeah, I was like in a congregation, everybody had on white or cream, so everybody was in there. So I read that to you. I just finished reading that to you in this book here, the Gospel, about the white part. Yeah, that's what that is. Just finished reading that to you. And so So they had a man that was fixing up on a fixture, but he was way up there, man. I mean, way up there. And I said, man, I hope that man don't fall. Just like that. And the next thing you know, he fell. Oh, yeah, he fell. Yeah. They said John going to the temple of Artemis. That's right, Artemis. The all white party. Everybody had on white serving the God. So that's the. I didn't know what that was. Now I know that. Now you know. Now you do. This is how you say things. You don't know nothing. And you hear about the all white party. About on what they call it, housewives or ladder. Somebody gave all white party, and one woman come in there in black or dressed in different color and say, "Oh, I know that shit. I told everybody to dress up in all white, serving your gods and don't even know it." Yeah, some of y'all do know it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh. All those things come to pass. But we're not into that right now. This morning or this afternoon, because like the Lord God showed me that it wasn't gonna go off right with me this morning, but I'm still gonna go. Yeah, I'm still gonna go. So we're going to. I hate to. I keep on saying I hate to. I love the Word of God. I really do. I love the Word of God. Let me see if I can go here, because it's the way that they have things, and it's not me. It's the computer. It's not the computer really. It's the internet. You know, they can do as they please. They can slow it down. They can speed it up. Because one time Netflix, they had slowed down the speed of Netflix, and Netflix got on. Yeah, so the buffering slowing down. People start getting Netflix because of that. Some of them anyway. Yeah. So I told you, man. I told you that they can go. I told them, say, man, y'all do as y'all please. YouTube, Facebook. Yeah, they was taking down my video, putting them up. Yeah. So I told them, go ahead, do as you please, but the Lord God gonna get you. I told them just like that. Next thing you know, Donald Trump talk about coming down upon all of them. See, that's how fast this thing going on now, because you in the last days. As soon as you said, boom, it start happening. Just like I said about them police need to be brought up on murder charges, and they need to be charged with hate crimes. Yeah, that's gonna change everything. Yeah, don't think it's not. Or it's gonna make them think twice before they do something. Like, you're always gonna have those gonna be bold and try to do it, but it's gonna change it, because you can't. When they had the civil rights movement and everything, they knew that a whole lot of things were going to change. Just like in the Civil War and Reconstruction, it never changed. Nothing. Why? Because what the law of God tells you. The law of God says only God can change a man's heart. And these people's hearts cannot be changed. No, it's in them. I just remember I gave you a scripture with that in. There was an evil seed from the beginning. So that's what it is. But it's not, all this going on is not so much about them, but it's a lot about you, whether you're going to serve the Lord God or are you not. That's what this is about. That's what it's about. You might not think it's about something else, but that's what it's about. It's about you, whether you're going to serve the Lord God or you not. Yeah. So let's go there. We're going to the Apocrypha. Well, I mean, going to the Apocrypha, and when we go to the Apocrypha, we're going to the Wisdom of Solomon. That's where we're going. We're going to that book, the Wisdom of Solomon. Now, you got to understand, this ain't going to work. I don't know how they going to try it. I don't care. Can't hide that fact. It's truly you're wicked and you're evil, and you've been this way. You ain't just got this way. You have been this way. I'm trying to get to this. Give me a moment. See if I can get to it, and then I'm gonna post it. Yeah, I'm gonna get it, and I'm gonna post it. So we're going to the Wisdom of Solomon, and we're going to chapter 15, verse 14. Chapter 15, verse 14. I'm going to take that out. It said, all the enemies of thy people that hold them in subjection are most foolish and are miserable than the very babes. See? Now, I'm going to repeat it. All And all the enemies of thy people that hold them in subjection are most foolish and are most miserable than babes. Now let me get that out. Give me a chance to get that out. Come on, you. All right. I guess I'm gonna have to put it on there. Okay. All right. Let me make sure I got it. All right. There you go. Got it. Now let me post it. I'm gonna post it up there, and hopefully somebody get to see it. All right. There you go. There you go. And that's found in the Wisdom of Solomon. I guess I'm gonna have to type that in. Let me see if I can type that in, and then I'm gonna post it. The Wisdom. It's the Apocrypha. Okay. See. All right. There you go. Apocrypha. Oh, let me see. Give us time. Apocrypha Wisdom of Solomon. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 15, verse, let's see, verse 14, chapter 15, verse 14, I think it is. Verse 14, let's say 14. All right, so I'm going to put that in there. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, I'm going to put down what it says. All right, there you go. Now, serving, that's what he's serving the idols and the gods, especially at base. See, this paper, not by might, not by power, but by my spiritual laws. I see if I can see it. See that? And it said about the single mothers, the fatherless, the children, the daddy, absent from the house. You know, fatherless mean the children that the daddy is absent from the house. God of a silver plate mean a badge. And sepulchre means body. It's right there. All right, so that's why I say you need to get this paper, man, go over the scriptures and everything, and it's gonna go well. But what I'm trying to understand with this that I'm doing now is don't seem like I can do both. I don't think I could pull up stuff on the screen and pull it up on the screen and also bring it forward to you. Look like that's a problem. That's a problem. Appear to be a problem. Okay, let's see if I can, yeah, because let's see, I think that's in Jeremiah chapter 9. I think that's where it's found. Jeremiah chapter 9. Let's see if that's where you need to go at. Jeremiah chapter 9. I won't get into it. Just give me a little time. You know how I do. You know, I start off slow, very slow, and I won't get it before it do its thing. Okay, let's see. Let's see. No, I don't think this is it. I think it might be chapter 10. Jeremiah chapter 10. Let's see what's there. Yeah, there it is. Jeremiah chapter 10. Now, the reason why we're going to Jeremiah chapter 10 is show you because they killed that man. It's George Floyd, I think that's his name, but let's see. Hear the word which Jeremiah chapter 10. Hear the word which the Lord speak unto you, O house of Israel. Now he talking specifically to who? Us. People that are in the captivity, house of Israel. Thus said the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. For the custom of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of a workman with the axe. They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammer, that it move not. They are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. They must need to be born, because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil. Neither also is in them to do good. For as much, I'm just reading, because for as much as there is none like unto thee, O Lord, thou art great, and thy name is great in might. Who would not fear thee, O King of nations? For to thee do it appertain. For as much as among all the wise men of the nation and all their kingdom, there is none like unto thee. But they are altogether brutish and foolish. The stock is the doctrine of vanities. So, yeah, the stock is the doctrines of vanity. So when you go to the Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 15, and that's what it gets into. It gets into their vanity, the things that they worship. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that they worship. And how they labor for these things. And these things are vain. Can't do nothing for you. Well, let's finish reading. But they are altogether brutish and foolish. The stock is the doctrine of vanity. Silver spread into place is bought from Tarshish, and gold from, let's see, Upaz. Upaz. That's what it say. Upaz. The work of the workman are the hands of the founder. Blue and purple are their clothing. And I just finished telling you again, blue and purple, that's the policeman. I told you that's the colors they have to wear. They are all the, yeah, oh yeah, and then they're going to go and pretend like nothing's happening and they're not doing, man, they very cunning. They've been getting away with that for years. But we know this is time of consummation. They don't get, well, I won't get into it, but let's finish reading. But the Lord is the true God. He is the living God, an everlasting King. At his wrath, the earth shall tremble, and the nation should not be able to abide his indignation. You see, he's gonna pay, and you're gonna pay him for all that wrong and everything. Just finish reading that to you in the book of Abraham. My father Abraham told you, God said, this nation he will judge. All right, but you got to be gone. You got to be gone first before you can judge the nation. I read that to you. But the Lord is the true God. He is the living God, and an everlasting King. At his wrath, the earth shall tremble, and the nation should not be able to abide in his indignation. Thus shall ye say unto them, the gods that have not made the heaven by his wisdom, and has stretched out the heaven by his discretion. Yeah, when he uttered his voice, the multitudes of waters in heaven, and he causes the vapors to ascend from the ends of the earth. He maketh lightning with rain, and bringeth forth the wind out of his treasure. So he told you that when the seven thunders utter, going to be destroying. Every man is brutish in his knowledge. Every founder is confounded by his graven image. For his molten image is falsehood, and there is no breath in them. They are vanity, all the works of error. In the time of their visitation, they shall perish. The portion of Jacob is not like him, for he is the form of all things. Israel is the right of his inheritance. The Lord of hosts is his name. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So I can go on and finish reading that to you, but go ahead on. You go ahead and finish reading. Go ahead and finish reading. For that, because that's what he's talking about. And man, if you could find that for me, because man, it's right there. I've been overlooking it. And I read it once before, how they treat you good. One time a year, they treat you good. All the rest of the time, they treat you bad. But when it comes down for putting that tree, just like a friend, that's the Christmas tree they talk about. That's the only time they treat you good. Then all other times they treat you bad. But that one time they treat you good, then you forget about all the bad things that they have done to you. That's why they do those things. Yeah, when you're doing that, when you serve the 12 gods of Nimrod, I told you that's why our father Abraham was telling me about Terah, his father. That's in the book of Jasher, Jasher. And go read it. Go read right before they put our father Abraham in the fire, because he had broke those gods. Because Terah, his father, went and told Nimrod that he had broken them gods because he was upset. And he went and told Nimrod. And Nimrod said, Nimrod's asked and said, well, isn't this doesn't he supposed to be dead? Isn't that the one we supposed to have killed when he was a baby? And then his father go explain to Nimrod what he had done. And the next thing you know, he throw him in the fire. And then in that fire, he said, thrown him and his brother fire dead alive, and thrown him. Go read in the book of Hasher, Jasher. Man, don't go into, because we know we have different writers, and different writers say different things. But we know for sure that his brother was burned in the fire. We know that for sure, right? Okay. So that's what you got to look at. You got to look at the gist of it. What happened? What's the gist of it? And you can be assured, however was he burnt in the house or he was thrown in fire, he was burnt. So that's how you got to read these things, man. And then when you have the Holy Spirit is truly in you, then you have an insight on these things. So let me go ahead and get into what we said. But most foolish. Now I just finished telling you what they was gonna do. But you're Israel. You ain't got no business being out there with all that margin and stuff. It has never changed. If the margin and stuff was going to change, I'll be right there on the front line. I'll be right there with you. But it's not going to change. Now, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you that we done it. We done it in the 50s. I was just a little boy, a baby in the 50s, but it's in history. And the books, they're how they march in the 50s. They march in the 60s. They march in the 70s, they march in the 80s, they march in the 90s. Now you're here in the 20s, and you're still marching. But if things have changed, you wouldn't be out there marching. Now, once again, if you are Israel, you ain't got no business being out there marching. You're not a heathen. They are the heathen. They're the ones been treating you bad and doing it. And now it's time for them to pay. You see, and the Lord, you got a God, and God said, vengeance is mine, I shall repay. If you have a God, and I just been reading that in the book of Father Abraham, if you have a God that's coming to take vengeance out upon it and going to put it to him, way better than you, why would you be out there? The Lord God said, I'm coming back with my elect riding on their white horses and coming back with 10,000 saints to strike vengeance upon the heathen and all those that did you wrong and everything. So why are you out there marching? Why are you still out there with that foolishness? Because that's what it is, foolishness. Because nothing's going to be accomplished of that. No, not what Israel doing. You let them march. Let them heathen march. Let those march against those who have done the wrong. Because they see that. And they're tired of it just as well as you tired of it. They're tired of it too. They are. Don't think they're not tired of it. And they're afraid. They're very afraid because now they have learned if you do evil, evil come back unto you. And all that. And they know they had enslaved you. They know that they're still treating you bad. They're not fair with you. On no aspect they are fair with you. Just from reading that. And the Father Abraham told you, no aspect are they going to be fair unto you. And that's why they got to pay for everything. Because God gave them a chance to repent just like he gave you a chance to repent. All right, well, I can tell you what's coming down. And I know it is. Oh, yeah, I've seen it so many times. Yeah, I've seen it so many times. Now, I can't tell you what was the greater of them, the things that I've seen, but I know the outcome of them. It's nothing nice, you know. And you don't want to be caught in that tribulation. You don't want to be caught in tribulation, and don't go put yourself out there and help. I let them march and let them white folks do what they're doing. And then you go out there. And I just finished explaining to you what you shouldn't be doing. And then you go out there and looting. Burn down stores. When you burn down the stores and everything, in your neighborhood, they're not going to build them back. Go ask them people that they got people that was alive when they burned down them stuff in Watts and all over the country. During might have been time when King died. Go read it, because they're not going to change nothing, and they're not going to build them back. Go find out about them. Go find out about. And you're doing the same thing, and nobody here to tell you that. Hey, man, don't go out there with that foolishness, man. Leave it alone. Let them go out there. That's their thing. That's their troubles. Lord God tell you what He's gonna do for us. Father Abraham telling you to do as well. All you're doing, I told you over and over again, when you take things in your hand to go do out there, all you telling Father God, the creator of everything, the prophecy, you calling God a lie. That's what you're doing. I'm going to tell you like it is. Like you said, I'm going to tell you like a T.I. is. I'm going to tell you like it is, man. I'm tell you just like it is. You calling God a lie. You telling God that you're not going to come back here and take care of this. You're not going to come back with 10,000 angels. You're not going to send Lord God back with 10,000 saints. You're not going to send the Lord back with at least one riding on a horse and everything. That's what you're telling God. Just like I told you, telling God, oh, don't worry about God. We're going to march and handle this. And they've been marching and been handling and nothing been happening because they're still killing you at whim. Killing you right in front of your face. Come on, man. What you're supposed to be doing, you're supposed to have on sackcloth and ashes, like our father David taught us. Put on sackcloth and ashes and mourn and pray for your people. Now, pray for your enemies. If you don't know what prayer to pray, I'll give you two prayers. I told you, both of them prayers are powerful. One, this is a little powerful. Psalms 35 and Psalms 109. Go say those prayers. Go and then recite that and ask the Lord God to do those things. He will. Oh, yes, he will. He's doing them now. Whether you know it or not, he's doing it now. But you're going to get caught up in that. And then you're going to put yourself in hell fire. All right. Okay, then you go ahead on. You know better than me. You know better than me. You just keep on going out there with that marching and that foolishness and find out that things going to happen. Then another thing. Y'all in those church house, synagogue, sanctuary, high places, temple, and tabernacle, that's where y'all at. Then why are y'all pastors and preachers now out there protesting? I'm just telling you, why aren't they out there protesting? Why are you not hearing them howling and screaming on their pulpits and on their videos about how wrong and how the Lord God going to chastise you for that? But I'll tell you what you do hear. You hear that coronavirus going on, right? They don't hear that. They tell you that. I see it on television all the time. We give them away free food at the firehouse. We give them away free food at the rec center or wherever they're giving away. Then all that, they're going to always have what? They're always going to have a temple or a church or somewhere where they're giving out. They say, you can come here and get tested here for the coronavirus. Say, while you're getting your free food, you can get tested also for the coronavirus. Match you up with the demon that gonna take over. No, yeah, this said, man, I told you when you did it, I told you when you did this, what you was watching was the beginning of the end. Yeah. So I watched on China this morning with China making it, if anyone desecrate that flag or say something against that flag or something against China, it's a law, it's a broken law. And now they can do as you please with that law. They're going on in Hong Kong with their fighting. You can see that virus and let up. And that's why them people let loose that virus to squash all that protest in China. See, that's brother against brother, Asian against Asian, Chinese against Chinese. And if you leave this thing alone in America, just like our father, all our fathers tell Father Enoch, Lord God Jesus, they'll tell you, so you're going to turn brother against brother. And that's not the first time. You just turning fallen angels against the fallen angels. It's not the first time. But you refuse to get the knowledge of God. You refuse. What you want is, like Joyce Meyer showed you, the cooker cup. That's what you want. You don't want to take the time to learn. You don't, because, truth, when I first came along, man, you couldn't stop me from reading that Bible. Couldn't stop me from digesting all God's word and all that knowledge, wisdom, understanding in that Bible. But what I did was when I went back to the church house, and you become apostolate. Now you got to read one of my videos. You become apostolate. And when you become apostolate, they got you. That's a design plan. Jesus told you about the design plan. I put that in. I put that in. It's in Apocrypha. In Apocrypha, you find it in 2 Maccabees chapter 2. And really go read 2 Maccabees chapter 2 to chapter 4 and find out how the Romans, Tyre, the Romans, and those who say the Jews and not Jason got together and implied out all these things. Yeah? Implied out all these things. And that's what you were into. That's what you got caught up into. So you become a apostle. It happened to me, and I had them 7 demons words wicked than before. Jump into it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I was committing fornication. I was committing adultery. I was gambling. Yeah. If you playing the lotto, going to casinos might be legal, but it's still gambling. I ain't talking about just playing cards. I'm talking about bingo and raffle tickets. Yeah, pick 3. Oh, that's gambling. Yeah. And I started doing back there. Let's see, that's 3 demons right there. Start lying, because if you out there committing fornication and adultery, whatever woman that you with around, you're gonna lie, or whatever man you're around, you're lying to them. So that's 4 right there. Right? Then you wear fine raiment, that's 5. Then you put all that makeup on, that's 6, and anoint yourself with that cologne or perfume or whatever you call it. That's 7 right there. 7 more demons wicked than before had been jumped into. Yeah. Well, yeah, all kinds of stuff. And I started running behind silver and gold, diamonds, precious stone, wood. Come on, man. Did all that. Well, yeah, that's how it happened. That's how it happened. And man, through the grace of God, he got me out there. Yeah, because I seen where this thing wasn't going nowhere. Man, I'm in a church house, and I just done got worse than I was before, and I seen it. And then what happened, I went from a Baptist church to a Seventh-day Adventist church, keeping the Sabbath, and things was going to change. And I started keeping God's Sabbath, His commandment, but it just got worse from there. Oh yeah, I started getting proud, boastful, howling and screaming, and have to retaliate. You do something, I gotta do something to you, and all that foolishness. Yeah. Oh yeah. All that take a hold of you. And then you get involved with people at the seminary and find out they're the same way too. Same way too. Yeah. Oh yeah. You can't talk to them, can't see nothing. And then especially our women, man, that's you see on TV all the time. You got the women with the head shaking, the wagging of the head, and fingers shaking. You're gonna pay for it. Oh, you're gonna pay for it. You're definitely gonna pay for it. And like I told you, once our women so hard, our women was renowned. Go read what Father God talked about. Yeah, what he said about Sarah and Rebecca and Rachel and Leah and Asenath and Zipporah. Go see what he said about them and how they were, what type of women they were. And all our women was like that. Like Ruth, all our women was like that at one time. They were very humble, very meek, very humble and very meek and very dedicated, not just to God, to the husband too. Yeah, when you go to Proverbs chapter 30, oh, that's the 30, let me see, let me make sure. It's the last chapter of Proverbs. That's how our women were. All our women was like that. Yeah, they went through that little stuff, but in the end, that's how they became. I mean, all I have to do is tell you, hasty and give it to me. Proverbs chapter 31. Go ahead and read that and find out how you once were. But you're not like that no more. You wearing makeup. I remember in the 80s when that really hit their peak. You can't tell me nothing. Want to go out and party and everything, had multiple men. That's what started happening then. Hysterectomy rate went up. Abortion rate went up. Yeah. And then we became diminished, just like the Lord God said. And we have become diminished. Because when I moved on this block that we live, and I've been staying here since '69, man, the streets used to be filled up with children. Every evening, boy, we got to get out there. We going to play something. We going to do some type of sports. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we're going to do some type of sport. We're going to get some type of ball and let it go. If there's no more than pitch the ball a block or two from each other, we're going to do something. And the street was filled up with children. I spy and singing and dancing and going on with the children. Now, ain't got no children on this block. No children on this block. Yeah, that's how diminished we get. And like I told you before, man, if you see a family that had 5 or 6 children, that was a small family. You know, that was a small family. Then they went down for that. Now today, if you see somebody with 3 or 4 children, that's a large family. Come on, man. That's how diminished we became. Why? Because we've been dumbed down. We listen to this foolishness. We're running behind idols. Things running behind vain things that can't do nothing for us. That's right. And then they put that thing in your head that how you gonna take care of them children? How you gonna take all the care of the children? They're gonna fall on the government and the government gonna take, but that's a lie. That's a lie. God been taking care of children. I don't care how many children you have. In what situation you are in, God take care of those children. Now, you might be full of pride and want all those different things. But children don't want all that. Children want to be with their parents. No matter what their parents are going through, they want to be with their parents. I know from experience. Just want to be with my parents. I don't care what they're going through. I don't care. I love her. She loves me. And I know she loves me. And that's who I want to be with. Even my dad. That's who I want to be with. Oh, no matter what, I don't care what I know about monies. What I know about what type of house I had, what clothes I had on. All I knew I was being loved. That's all I knew. All I knew, my mom and my dad was loving me. I didn't know about how them white folks was treating them and what they was going through. I told that before. I didn't know nothing about that. Didn't want to know nothing about it. Didn't. Wasn't on my mind. I knew I could go home and look at my mom's face and my dad's face and ask them a billion questions. Ask them so many questions to tell me. Yeah, that's what, you enjoy things like that. But that time goes by so fast. Yeah, go by. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So that's what it is. Man, that's how it goes. So back with this Florida thing. I told you what you was gonna do. They was gonna cue the dope shakers, then the gatekeepers. And you're gonna hear about this a few times before it's all over. And then God gonna start sending those hurricanes and start wiping out with blasting and mildew. And they're gonna think, oh, that's just nature. But that's a lie. That's not just nature. That's not just nature. That's the punishment. You're being punished for the way you treat Israel. That's what's going on. And it's gonna get worse. It's gonna get more intense. It's like our father Abraham said within these 10 plagues, you're in the last hour. All right, you don't have to listen to me. Just keep watching. It's already started. Just keep watching. Keep watching. And then you don't want to be around here, boy. You go in and then you make these little subdivision and anybody with a black face come in, do it here to the bend on it. And Lakeside and all the places, see some black face, Metairie Road, see somebody black face, you got 5 or 6 police cars watching. That you're gonna walk away with places of business and everything, Home Depot, Lowe's, and they watching you like a hawk. And the managers and people are upper echelon doing all the stealing in bulk, but they watching you. Come on, man. These are the thieves. But they got you thinking that you are a thief. They're cunning. It's like you say, cunning. Cunning men. So I hope y'all don't get out there with that foolishness. Because anger what? Rests in the bosom of fool. Let's go there right fast. Anger rests in the bosom of fool. I'm gonna get, don't worry, it's gonna come. It's gonna come. It's gonna come. Okay. So let's see what our Father God tells us. Lord God tells us, say, Ecclesiastes. Now, this is the Holy Bible, Ecclesiastes. Look what he say. Better, start at verse 8. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, because you're watching the beginning of it. And patient and thus patient in spirit better than the proud in spirit. Be not hasty in thy spirit to be angry, for anger rests in the bosoms of fools. You know, that's what he said. So that's what he said. That's if you get out of anger over that man, they ain't just still killing up. And it's not, you can't know who I blame, just like I blame myself. When something was going wrong in my life and everything, I didn't blame nobody. I don't care what they did. I blame myself because I'm the one who put myself in that situation. I'm the one not keeping all God's commandments. I'm the one not in God's holy covenant. And so when these things happen to you, you have to look at who fought it. The Lord God point blank telling you. He's telling you, he says over and over and over again to repent. Come back and keep all his commandments, the back and bind forever covenant. And things gonna go well with you. I just finished reading that too. Let's go there first. I mean, we can go there again. There's no big deal. We can go there with Hosea chapter 4. I want to say. Hosea chapter 4. It might be Hosea chapter 6 or something. Hosea chapter 6. Come, let us return unto the Lord, for he hath torn, and he will heal us. He has smitten, and he will bind us up. After 2 days he will revive us, and 3rd day he will raise us up, and we shall live in his sight. I just finished reading that to you. Then shall you know, if we follow on and know the Lord is going forth, is prepared as the morning, and he shall come unto us the rain, the latter rain, the former rain unto the earth. And that's the latter rain. You into that right now. O Ephraim, what shall I do unto thee? O Judah, what shall I do unto thee? For your goodness is as the morning cloud, and as the early dew, it goeth away. Therefore I have hewn them by the prophets. So by the prophets, by what? Spirit of the prophets. And Father Abraham was a prophet. He told us what was going to happen to us. Father Enoch a prophet. And so that's the spirit of prophecy. You have to, not by might, not by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord is what? The spirit of prophecy. His spirit is prophecy. So he just go through all those prophecies, what he said he's going to do to people, what's going to happen, and all these things have came to pass. Now you're in the last and final hour where the judgment is going to come on these people who have enslaved us. That's prophecy. Everything is prophecy. It's the law of God's word. We know that God cannot do what? Lie. Come on, man. It said, therefore have I hewn by them the prophets. I have slain them by the words of my mouth, and thy judgments are as the light that goeth forth. His prophecies, man. I have slain them by the words of my mouth. And so, who is the mouth of the Lord? His prophets. And what come out of the prophet's mouth? The spirit of the Lord. I desire mercy and not sacrifice, and the knowledge of God more than the burnt offering. The knowledge, and that's what you don't have. You being intoxicated with this certain type of spirit. That's what you've been doing. The praises, the amen, the dance and all that, but you have no knowledge of God. And what makes it so bad, you don't want to have the knowledge of God. Because when I get up here, I tell you what book is found, then where it's found now, what chapter, what verse now, and I post it, but you don't want to hear that. No, because how I know you don't want to hear that. Every time I look around, you still drinking milk and eating bread, but the Holy Bible. You're still on the breast. You don't want to eat meat, and that's what I thought. I read that to you for in the book of Enoch, not for the book here. It said they don't want no wholesome food. You don't want no meat. You still want to listen to the pastor and preach around these church houses. And I'm telling you, God going to destroy them all, and everybody that agree with them all. When I was coming up, even they do it now. I see these people call themselves Catholic, and every time they pass that building made of stone and wood, they made a sign. Yeah, they do this finger thing with the sign when they pass. What you worshiping? You worshiping God or you worshiping the building? Because those who worship God worship in spirit and truth. They ain't passing no building and flash no sign. And Father Abraham didn't do that. That's why they told you what was going to be coming of you. He's going to serve wood and stone. Carry what you say you're going to do to me. You ain't going to do nothing to me. Let's go. Therefore I hear him by the prophet, I have slain him by the words of my mouth, say that thy judgment are as the light that goeth forth. For I desire mercy and not sacrifice, and the knowledge of God more than burnt offering. And it says a sacrifice, that's what they do. Oh yeah, they sacrifice. I'm going to church. I'm going to Bible study. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to what do you call this stuff? Oh man, mass. I'm going to mass. So you're doing all those sacrifices, but you're not sacrificing to God. You sacrificing to the thing. And just like you said, the knowledge of God. You don't want that. You want to go out there and give the burnt offering. I'm going out there and light me a candle, or I'm going to put a candle before Buddha or wherever you serve it. That's what you're doing. But they, like men, have transgressed the covenant. What is the covenant? They, like men, have transgressed the covenant. Okay, what's the covenant of law? What is the covenant? So when you go to Jubilees chapter 2, you find out about the covenant, perpetual covenant. I'll go read our Father Adam prophecy, the 5,500 day covenant of Father Adam, what God told to Adam. That's a covenant. The covenant that he made with Abraham, that's a covenant. But the covenant that we are looking for and the covenant that we desire is found in Deuteronomy chapter 5, verse 15. I'm not reading it to you. Go find out for yourself what is that covenant. But just like many have transgressed, you should know what covenant you have transgressed. Because why? You're here over here in slavery. You're in the captivity. So you know what covenant you have. I just read that to you. And what our fathers tell us. Our fathers say on the day when Judah repent, two things going to happen. On the day when Judah repent, become a nation, start keeping all God's commandments, keeping the Holy Covenant. What do he say? He's going to take us back out of here and bring us to the land that was covered unto, the land that was promised unto. So when you want to know where that's found at, go read it where. The land that, go listen to what our Lord God Jesus said. He's a prophet also. The Lord God, the word of God said, I have prepared a place for you where I'm at, and you should be also. And so what the Lord God coming back over here to Israel. When we go over there, gonna be Israel. When he there, gonna be Israel. Right now, it's real. Going over there, and then where I'm at, that's where you should be also apply prepared. And all these people talking about, oh, you gonna come back and fly us away to heaven. But what heaven you gonna fly your way to? Because you go to a certain of heaven, you got demons. I just reading that decision of Father Isaiah. Go read the book of the Testament of Father Levi. Come on, man. Come on, man. You got to have the knowledge of God. But and that's why you're over here in the captivity right now. You have what? You stop keeping the perpetual covenant. Remember the Sabbath day? Huh? The day that God rests and hallowed. The day he told you remember so that you can remember once you were servants in the land. Come on, man. But you listen to the 7th day Adventist and all them other people, they don't tell you that. They don't tell you Deuteronomy chapter 5, verse 15. They don't tell you Horeb, about Mount Horeb, about Deuteronomy chapter 28, what you can easily repent. It's like he told you, say, come, let us return unto the Lord. That means what you repent, start back keeping this holy covenant. Get out of these church house, synagogues, sanctuary, and start praising the Lord God. If I have torn, I will heal us. He said, I have torn, and he will heal us. He has smitten, and he will bind us up. And after 2 days, after 2 years, he will revise us on the 3rd day. So the 3rd year, just like I told you what he told me, all the voice in the spirit. I have read that to you and told you that too many times. He told you the 1st year I'm coming cut off your right hand. 2nd year I'm coming cut off your left hand. 3rd year he came and took me by my head. Yeah. So that's what you got. All right. So you what my daddy people told me. Yeah, that man must have been my grandfather. Couldn't be no more than my grandfather. Told you my dad was born in 1889. All right, and I'm his first son. Okay. All right. Well, you act like slavery was a long time ago. Slavery wasn't that long ago. My grandfather was a slave. On my daddy's side, I mean on my I guess on my mother's side, on my mom's side. Okay, well, but there you go. My daddy people are Indians. It wasn't that long ago, bro. It wasn't that long ago. They might want to think that slavery was a long time ago, but it wasn't that long ago. If you have 4 people, when you came over here, you have a young man, a child, and that child grows up and that child dies 100 years old. He has another child, that child grows up and it dies at 100 years old. And that child grows up and this next one dies, he dies as 100 years old. The next one grew up, he dies at 100 years old. Come on, man, you ain't got nothing. 7 generations. 7 generations. So come on, man, it's not that far. All right, let's go. Treachery against God, and that's why he put us in this captivity. Because we broke the everlasting covenant. We broke the covenant that our father Adam kept, our father Zeb kept, our father Zerah. Go read the genealogy in the Holy Bible. They put it in there. And so all our fathers kept the Holy Covenant. Then we broke that Holy Covenant when? Yeah, we broke that Holy Covenant when Manasseh, I read that to you in the ascension of Isaiah, when Manasseh caused Israel to sin. And that's also found in Jeremiah chapter 17. And then he put us in this captivity for what? 400 years, just like what? It was prophesied by our father Abraham. Okay. Gilead is a city of them that work iniquity and is polluted with blood. As troops of robbers wait for man, so the company of priests murder in the way by consent. Consent. So the company of priests murdered by the way of consent, for they commit lewdness. And you know they have done that. Not just the Catholic priests, all of them. Not just the rabbis, not just the pastor, the preacher, he said all of them. All right. So the company of priests murdered, and by the way of consent. Okay, well, they tell you about the nuns, how many babies they found buried in the nuns' quarters and all like that. All right. I have seen a horrible thing in the house of Israel. There is the whoredom of Ephraim. Israel is defiled. And we are. Yes, singing girls, singing harlots, just like our father Judah told us. That's what we have become. Yeah, I told you, go read, look on Facebook, go apply for Facebook. I even had a young man text me on. I thought you might need a partner. That we say. I thought you might need a partner, man. That's how filthy it has become. Yeah. Oh yeah, they do it in the open. It's nothing done secretly. Nothing done. All of it done in the law of God made that way. Also, O Judah, he has set a harvest for thee when I return the captivity of my people. Also, Judah, I have set a harvest for thee when I turn the captivity of my people. See? Yeah? So we know, I told you, on the day when Judah repent with their whole heart, keep all his commandments, he's going to take us out of this captivity, and that's the day what? The day that the enemy kingdom should fall. Your enemy's kingdom should fall. And that's the whole world. That's not just one, not just the United States, Jamaicas and the islands and all like that. And he destroying those islands. He wiping them completely off the face of the earth. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Then he told you, say, he said he's not gonna leave Israel totally unpunished because man, he got some filth now. Watch them boys with their pants hanging down, their drawers out, the women buttocks out. Come on, man. Come on, man. And showing it like it's something to be seen. But what you're doing, you then anger God, and you're gonna pay for it. Oh yeah, you're gonna pay for it. And just like right now, God tell you out there, don't do all that marching and stuff. I'm on my way back. You supposed to have on sackcloth, putting ashes, keeping this holy covenant, and praying. Not out there with all that foolishness. Why do you think he's shut down all these church houses and things? So you can learn how you don't need to go to church to serve him. But you don't want that. You want your church house back, go to Sunday and dress up and go pretend that you're something when you're not. That's what you want to do. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And you got some even wicked ways. I haven't seen in them church houses, some of them women got some even wicked, and they don't think it's evil and wicked. They don't. They have their pick and choose who they hug and kiss. Got their pick and choose who hands they touch. All that wickedness. And you're supposed to be what? Holy and saint, but you're not holy and saint, you're a Christian. That's what you are, you're a Christian. Something vile and something evil. No, you're not the saint of God. No, you're not Christ-like. You're a Christian. You're an Adventist Christian, a Pentecostal Christian, Seventh-day Adventist Christian. You're a Christian. And you're allowed to what? To fuss, cuss, fight, treat your husband ill, treat your howl and scream at your children, and what you say? I know you. Oh, do I know you? Go to church and run a church and treat your husband like he's a dog. Tell him anything come out your mouth, you tell him. If you want to hit him, you hit him. You want to beat him, you beat him. Both of two, not just the women, men do it also. All that. And all I got to do is fall on my knees and pray and do the same thing again tomorrow. That's why to show you, send you back to King David. When King David done something one time and he knew it was wrong, he had to worry about him doing it again. And that's what he's trying to teach y'all, to repent. When you repent of something, you do it one time and you don't do it again. Okay? Now, some things you know that you have, no, it's not like that. No, I can't say that. If you have a problem with something, that's because you're not keeping God's holy commandment and you're not keeping his holy covenant. Because when I start keeping all his commandments, keeping his covenant, all that falling down, getting back up and all that, man, that left me. I don't have all that no more. I don't. I'm telling you. All I do is tell you like he has told me. Have he has given to me and he has shown me that what I live into. So all that marching and everything you're doing, man, I had a dream. And in that dream, a dream or vision or whatever, or spirit world. And man, I had found that dream one time. Man, I had found that dream. I don't know if I can find it again. Let me see if I can find it right quick. If I can find it right quick, I'll Yeah, because it's something really it's something really for me to tell you about. Why? Because it was comical but it was the truth at the same time. I mean, I laughed about it. Uh, I laughed. The reason why I laughed about it because I know how they are. Yeah, I know how they are. And then when you tell them how they are, they don't want to hear it. Mm-hmm. They don't want to hear it. Uh, uh, no, that's not it. Uh, no, that's not it. Well, it was the same thing like they're doing now, like all this marching and stuff they're doing now. So it was like that. We had installed that marching, and said here we go. I was saying, man, here we go with all that marching again, something like that. And I said nothing's gonna happen. And then they had this pulpit pulpit pimp was there, man. He was dressed up in this loud orange and green pinstripe suits. The suit was orange and the stripes was green. And he had on his shoes and everything to match. And, uh, and so he got mad because I said, here we go again with all this marching and stuff. Ain't nothing gonna come out of it, boy. And he got so mad at me. I said, you say I ain't nothing but a pulpit pimp. That's what I said. If I could find that, boy, I'll read that to you, boy. You'll laugh, you'll fall out. But that's all you're doing. That's all they are, pulpit pimp. That's all they are. They're not teaching the word of God. They're not giving the truth because they was giving the truth and everything. The Lord God said, if I had sent them, then my people would have been healed. So, are the people healed? No. No. Uh, so are the people healed? No. They're not healed. Not healed at all. And we're still going around with these people with all that foolishness, with all that marching and that fighting and everything. And when all you gotta do is pray. That's all you gotta do is get on your knees, pray. And if you don't know what prayers to pray for your enemies, go to the book of Psalms and learn how to pray for your enemies, man. All the other stuff you're doing is not gonna avail nothing. It's not gonna be foolishness. And you're putting yourself, because you go out there and somebody get hurt or you hurt somebody, you putting yourself in and God didn't tell you to do it. You're putting yourself right there to hellfire. That's what you're doing. Okay, God is not gonna forgive you. All right, because He told you don't do it. Now I can't say that God's not gonna forgive you, but you shouldn't be out there. Because something bad happened to you and you shouldn't be there, man. You shouldn't be there. Oh no. Oh no, shouldn't be there. Well, I can't find it. I'm not really looking that hard for it. But it's the pulpit pimp dream. If I find it, I'll let you know. If I find it, and I'll let you know. I have so many dreams and things. So many dreams and things. Oh, so many dreams and things I have. Yeah. But man, it just doesn't make no sense to me. If you know that you got a God that's coming back that's gonna take care of all this stuff for you, what? But I mean, I guess you're doing as the heathen have taught you to do. That's all I can see you doing as the heathen has taught you to do. Oh man, I mean, there's some long dreams in this thing. No, it's not this book. I mean, I know it's not that book. Let me see if I got another book here. I got another book here. So that what the dream was about, this time going on now. This time going, no, it's not. No, it's just not this book. But this book here is not. Maybe it's this one here. Maybe it's this one here. I don't know how long I've been on this thing. I didn't take no hour and 23 minutes. I didn't even take a break. Hope y'all took a break. Don't worry about it. Now, the reason why I didn't take no break because I know they're gonna do this video, man. They're gonna wear this video out. Yeah, man. They waiting for me to. As soon as I leave, they're gonna do their little thing. Whatever they're doing, they already infiltrated it. They might. Man, these people, man, I don't trust these people, man. These people do anything. I don't trust them. No, indeed, man. You trust them. You're in the land of in the heathen. You're in your enemy's land, land of heathen, just like our father Abraham told. When the Lord, Father Abraham told you these people gonna be judged. Father Abraham told you in the last hour. Told you all these things, and you still enter this foolishness. Come on, man. Man, come on, bro. Said, look like to eat past a man. Back asked him about his job. So he said, nope, that's not it. So I know it's in this book here. I know it's in this book. Okay. I know it's in this book. I just gotta look for it. Yeah. This guy look for. I know it's in this book. Yeah. This one here about I was talking about a dream I had about a space war. Yeah. So I know it's in this book. Yeah, I'm gonna find it for you. I'm gonna find it for you. Listen. See, this is what it said. The first dream, the spirit's voice says something is going to happen to affect everybody and everything. Has that not happened? Yeah. Oh yeah. And the second dream, the lady and myself was looking for a serial killer. It's not the coronavirus, a serial killer. You're gonna get worse than that, man. You're gonna see. Yeah, you're gonna see. You're definitely gonna see. Oh yeah. You're gonna see. You're gonna see. Let me find this dream, then I'll finish after this dream. I'm not going through too much with it, but I want to find it. And man, y'all stop with that marching. If you stop that marching, you're gonna see that them heathens are gonna be fighting against each other. You're gonna have the white people gonna be fighting against each other. If you do it, they're the one gonna be breaking and looting. If you stop doing it, yeah. But that would hurt so bad, man. Somebody tell me, listen, God, within 3 years, this was gonna happen. I'm gonna shake the whole earth from. I'm gonna do everything to this earth. I'm gonna turn it upside down. I'm gonna put it out, put it back in. Turn it upside down. I'm gonna bring all type of pestilence and plague for everything they have done to you. I'm gonna make them pay, and then I'm gonna all that what they owe you, I'm make them pay. You're gonna get all that what you owe, but you still what? All right, well, that's on you. I mean, that's your right. That is your right. That is your right. Yeah, that is your right. All right. So you know that they're gonna have war. You know war coming. Yeah. War is coming. War is upon. Yeah. Well, you find it. I don't even see it in this book. Well, anyway, it's the pulpit pimp story. Pulpit. I really want to find that greed, man, because that greed is funny. It's kicks. Because, man, he was going to do me something. Yeah, he wanted to do me something real bad. I told him, man, you going to do me nothing. You going to do me a thing, just like that. They wanted to do, man, all the things they wanted to do, Jesus, all the things they wanted to do, Apostle Paul, they couldn't do nothing until their ministry was up. And after their ministry was up, oh God, that's how they was taken out. Their ministry was up. Yeah. So that's how that goes. Yeah. So when your ministry is up, that's a different story. Oh, that's a different story. Man, sure wanted to find this pulpit pimp dream. Give me a few minutes. Let me see. Give me a few minutes. Take a break. Take a little break. Take a 5 or 10 minute break. I'll see if I can find a pulpit dream for you. And then I'll be back. I'll see that, and then we'll see what's going on for them. Yeah, well, I'm back. I found the pulpit pimp, the pulpit pimp dream. I'm so sorry that let me explain something to you. See how them people out there marching and everything they said about President Obama. I have to say President Obama because once he was the president, it's not that give him what to. I mean, I didn't like him. Tell you now, I didn't like him. I was not a fan of President Obama. Never been. But I did vote for him the first time. Before the Lord God enlightened me about everything was going on, I did vote for him. But see, the second time, isn't that the first time? I don't think I heard a poll come out this man's mouth more than 2 or 3 times, if it that many times. And so, and then when it came down to Social Security and all that, giving the poor people, they ain't gonna live that much longer. You give them that Social Security and stuff, them people not gonna live. The majority of them ain't gonna live that much longer of all they have done to them, man. You gonna cut that little bit that they should have out? Come on, man. Come on, man. You're African American. That's what he is, African American. He's not Israel. He's African American. Now, Michelle, well, she is Israel, but she was going along with him. And then, but anyway, let me get on before I go on to something else. So I was not a fan, but they was talking about, oh, President Obama gonna kill all your coming to kill all the elderly and all the grandpas and grandmothers. That's what they say about Obama. Yeah, they said that, but now in the Trump administration, these things are happening. But what they're saying, they're not saying those things now. So man, be wise. Then in the President Obama administration, they gave away all those military gears and stuff like that. For what? For this time that is now. So with all this rioting and stuff they're going after it, these people are prepared for you. And you just go it on. Just go it on like you're going, like you know more than God, but you don't. You don't know more than God, and you definitely don't know more than God's servant who he sent, the prophet. But anyway, so when you go out there with all that foolishness like you're doing, first you're going to send the police, then after the police, he's going to send who? The National Guard, the military. Then when they send in the military, then there's a whole different thing, and it's escalating. You understand? Oh, yeah, you keep watching. You keep watching, this thing going to escalate. But like I say, Israel, don't get involved with that because you're giving these people the right to do something that they ain't no business doing. That's right. And you out there with that foolishness, because it ain't nothing but foolishness. Ain't nothing good gonna come out of it because it's anger, and anger what? Do what? Rests in the bosom of a fool. Now you just keep going like you're going. Keep on. Keep on. I don't feel sorry for you. Reason why I don't feel sorry, I'll tell you why reason I don't. It was a time when we didn't have this much knowledge, information that we have now. But now we have this much knowledge and information. We have that much. And so there's no such thing as, well, I don't know. I know the Tamil with the Bible. Well, if you know the Tamil with the Bible, now you know where is that, what book is found in, what chapter and what verse is found in. So you don't have no excuse for that. The 400 years of slavery and slavery, I mean, they have a little bit of it in book, but now you know about the 400 years, what's going to happen in the 400 years, and what's going to happen after the 400 years. Those who they went to slavery, what God going to judge. Then the prophecy of all our fathers never left you. Come on, man. There ain't no excuses. Knowledge. That's why God wants you to have the knowledge of him. All right, well, we keep on in church house, synagogue, sanctuary. And before I get back off track, just like I was telling you about the women, men too. I want me a God-fearing woman. I want a God-fearing man. That's what you're going to get. They're going to fear God, but they're going to do everything else. Cheat on and commit fornication, men and women too. Fornicate, do everything of this world. Run behind their idols and get you to pay off idols and mortgages and all that foolishness. Because they nothing but vanity. And you don't want to say foolishness, say vanities. And nothing going to come out of it good. Because they're God-fearing. They're not God-serving, not God. Well, anyway, they're not God-serving, they're God-fearing. And then when they go back, they say, oh, she was a church-going. That's what she was, a church-going woman. She was a God-fearing woman. He was a God-fearing man. That's what he was. That's what he is, or that's what he was. God-fearing. He was serving God. He wasn't keeping all God's commandments. He wasn't keeping God's holy covenant. Come on, man. So all this knowledge that the Lord God has given unto me to give unto you. Here's the dream. We were all marching somewhere for some cause as usual. I was marching or walking with this friend. He gave me a bullhorn, not a big one, one enough for those who wanted to hear me. I said, how know? I said, how we know how to get? I said, this is what I said. I said they know how. I said they know how to get us together, or what to say to bring us together. That's what I said. I said we arrived at the cemetery someplace. I had this poor pimp. That's what he is, a poor pimp talking. I said, man, I'm tired of all this holiday or all this. He said, who let this N-word in here? I don't say the N-word anymore because I know exactly what it is. So you got to read the book of Apocrypha and the book of Apocrypha and find out what that word really means and who it is really for. And so I stopped saying it. And I used to love to say it. I talk to anybody. But since then, I don't say it. And he said, who let this N-word in here? And I said, if you say something else, he was going to harm or hit or hurt me. I said it, and before he could do anything, I took my hand and went for his manhood and kept hitting him. And I was surprised I did that. Yeah, I went for his manhood. And I just kept on going, yeah. Oh, yeah, I sure did. And I was surprised I had done it just that fast. Because they nothing, bro. You have deceived God's people. Because if you was telling the truth and doing right, then why God's people in the church house are sick as dogs? Why are they still having sugar diabetes? Why are they still having high blood pressure? I said that all the judgments that's found in Horeb against us, all the judgments. But you're still in the church house and you're still calling on the Lord God. But you're still against something. It's not right with that picture. Yeah. And I used to see them dressing all that foolishness all night to tell them about it. Then I already know what was in the hole. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I got out there. Lord God, shoot me, get out of it. Don't feel guilty now, just come out of her, my people. Be not partaking with sins. Because you're in the church house, you're still dying from all these diseases and things, you're not being healed, and you're still in there. What kind of faith is that? I mean, just saying. Just like you're kneeling down 4 and 5 times a day praying towards it. And your country is still got terrorism, people bombing you up, people starving and everything, and you're still holding on to that? Come on, man. You're supposed to be serving a God. And when you're serving a God, that's what a God does, is come in there and take care of you, protect you, guide you, feed you, lead you. That's a God. So that's what you serve. You ain't serving no God. You're not. Okay, I'm just telling you. All I can do is tell you this like it is. I'm just telling you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And you stay in there. And you stay in there and you hold on to that. Like that's faith. That's not faith. That's foolishness. That's foolishness. Oh, yeah. That's a man building bigger bonds. The Lord God said, "Thou fool." And that's all you're doing. You're going with all these vanities and all these different things and going right there with it. Like it's going to work out in the end. Then your people dying of heart attack and hardening up the arteries and kidney disease, prostrate diseases. Right there in the church house. Right there in the church house. And you still listen to that man walking up down there and saying, give me amen, that's a raise of praise, that's give me high five, and God wants you to be rich. And plant your seed, your money seed, and buy my idols, buy my praying hands. Send for your David stone. Send for your prayer cloth. But yet still the young men and your young women getting beat up, killed in the street, shot down like dogs. They done it last year, doing this year, and they're going to keep on doing it. Why? Because you refuse to get back in the bonds of forever covenant. And when you get back in the bonds of forever covenant, all these things going to change. Let's go there. Let's go there. I see I was on, but y'all riled me up because, man, stop being so dumb. Hey, I was dumb too. I was dumb and ignorant just as you. I didn't know no better. But let's go to these places. Let's just go to these places. I know they're gonna cut me off and everything, but don't worry about it. If I can get this in, I'll feel better a little bit. I won't get it all in. It's gonna take a little more time. I'm gonna tell you. Okay. Moat. Let's get there. Yeah. Well, we gotta see. We gotta see. We're going to Matthew's chapter 7. Matthew's chapter 7. Judge not that ye may be judged. For what judgment you judge, ye shall be judged. And what measure you meet, it shall be measured to you again. That's the truth. Oh, that's the truth. Just like I'm telling you all these things, I'm judging you. Definitely judging you. Yeah, I am judging you. And I'm measuring you. I'm definitely measuring you. And all that can be back to me. All right? So I'm telling you what I'm doing. And why beholdest thy mote that is in thy brother's eye, but consider not the beam that is in thy own eye? Or how would thou say to thy brother, let me pull out the mote of thy eye, and behold, the beam is in thy own eye? Thou hypocrite, first cast out the beam of thy own fine raiment. All that was a beam in my eye. All the vanities was a beam in my eye. And I got rid of that. And I started keeping all God's commandments and all God's covenant. And just like I told you, he started showing me everything. He started showing me what was in my brother's eye so I can cast it out his eye. Because when we become a nation again, get our sovereign nation, kindred, talk all over the world. I'm just not talking about Judah in America or Judah wherever they are. I'm talking about all the other tribes also. You know who you are. Because the Lord God has revealed to you who you are. And you're supposed to be keeping his commandments and stuff. And then when that happens, and then we ain't got to be doing all this foolishness that we're doing, and we're going to be gone. And leave them to what the Lord God says he's going to do to them. I'm not blaming them. I'm blaming you. You're the one. Once you didn't have the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, but now you have the knowledge and wisdom, and understanding to know how to come. Just like this was God asked. Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. You know, I'm going to tell you. Just like God asked, say, who do you love? You love yourself or the people? And boy, that brought them tears. I'll tell you right now. If I think about it, bring tears to my eyes right now. And go listen to, I made the video, Behold Joseph slavery. Behold Elijah Joseph. And I tell you some things now, you know, my dream, vision, truth, and everything. And man, I'm telling you, when he told me that, man, it just crushed me. It just crushed me because if you love your people, I mean, if you truly love your people, I see, I can't think it now. I'm swelling up now. But if you love your people, what the extent would you go for the love of your people? Just a question. What extent would you go? Would you wear sackcloth and ashes? Or walk around naked? Man, you look at the thing, a book of the ascension of Father Isaiah and them and the prophets. What they did. Jerusalem was full of filth. It had become Babylon. It had become Sodom and Gomorrah. And what they did, they left that place, they went on top of that mountain, and that's where they stayed at. That's where they stayed. Because why? Because they loved the people. And they wasn't about to fall down to and worship what? Baal. The Belial. Wasn't going to do it. Just like right now, when they come out with this vaccine, they're going to have a lot of people going to take it. But true Israel, those who love their neighbor and love their people after themselves, they ain't going to take it. They're not going to do it. Now, I'm going to tell you, go ahead on. You want to cut off my head, go ahead on doing. Why it's not cut off already? Well, I'm just telling you how it's going to be with God's true people. Those who've been tried in the fire and found out to be gold. Those who have their crown and their white garments. Yeah. Oh, yeah, they have it. Yeah. So you're supposed to be putting on sackcloth and ashes like they did. And they left it. And because they love the people. King David, a king, could walk around in fine raiment each and every day. Eating what he wants at the royal table every day. Didn't do it. Didn't do it. Humbled himself and put on sackcloth and ashes and prayed for all of Israel. All the 12 tribes. Man. Lord God could have came down here any way he wanted, but what he did, took off all that, put on one piece of raiment, and came down and hung on that tree for who? For his people, for the seed that he loved. Okay? For that one lamb, he said, I got 99 that didn't go, but I got that one. I'm going down there for that one. And then when he found her, when he found Israel, when he found Judah, what he said, I love you more than all the others that didn't go astray. Amen. Oh yeah. So you with that who do you love? If you love the people, you love to get back in the Bible forever covenant, keep all his commandments. If you love the people, you love the people. And I'm doing it for the people. Oh yeah, I'm definitely doing it for you. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Not only doing because Lord God told me to do, I'm doing it because I truly love you. I know what you've been going through because I've been there with you all the time. Yeah, I've been there with you when you couldn't get on the bus. I was there. When you had to go to one amusement park for the white, one amusement park for the black, I was there. When you was going down there for one part of the town for white, one part of town for black, and they couldn't mix, I was there. Yeah, when you was in the schoolhouse, when that little girl was going to integrate the school in New Orleans, I was right there on television watching them. I was there. Yeah. So, but anyway, I ain't gonna keep on going on. I'm just telling you, man. It's such a wonderful and beautiful thing to return unto your God. He has so much that's waiting on for you, man. All the things that he had given unto me when I return back unto him. Man. And it's you. It's not, man. Can't cry over spilled soda. It's you now. Oh, yeah, it's definitely you. All right. So let's go there. So let's go. I told you the judgment yesterday. So today I gotta go tell you the blessings. Gotta tell you the blessing. The reason why I gotta tell you the blessing to let you know that it's you. It's you, man. All right. Deuteronomy chapter 28. And it shall come to pass, thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and do all his commandments which I command thee this day, that the Lord God will set thee on high above all the nations of the earth. Excuse me. Set thee on, going to be above all of them. And all these blessings shall come upon thee and overtake thee if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of thy Lord God. Now, the pastors and preachers and things that are teaching, they tell you and teach you, say, oh, you're born in sin and shaped by iniquity. Okay, so if you're born in sin and shaped by iniquity, what the Lord God requires, like I say, when you shall come to pass, and thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, and observe and do all his commandments, which I command you this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations. Okay. And these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee if thou hearken unto the voice of the Lord God. But look, listen what he said. These blessings shall come up on thee and overtake thee. So what that mean, overtake thee? Well, it means that you was in sin and all these judgments passed against thee. But when you return back unto me, these on you shall go away. And the goodness and the blessing that I set for thee shall start overtaking thee and be filled with it. If thou was hearkening unto the voice of the Lord thy God, blessed shall thou be in the city, blessed shall thou be in the field, blessed shall be the fruit of thy body, and the fruit of thy ground, and the fruit of thy cattle, and the increase of thy kin, and the flocks of thy sheep. Blessed shall be thy basket in the store. Wait a minute. I'm just telling you, and all these things I'm definitely blessed with. Blessed shall thou be when thou comest in, blessed shall thou be when thou goest out. Thy Lord shall cause thy enemies that rise up against thee to be smitten before thy face, and they shall come out against thee one way and flee before thee 7 ways. Now, look, he said, the Lord shall cause thy enemies that rise up against thee to be smitten before thy face. Why? Because you're keeping all his commandments in back and Bible. But right now, your enemies don't care. Listen to what they say. They say, because he had forsaken the Lord thy God. I already read that to you. Yeah. Do I used to say that's what he used to say? Go ahead on and do it, Tom. Ain't nothing gonna happen to you because he had forsaken the Lord his God. Because he's a God, he's not man. Yeah. Now shall cause thy enemies to rise up against thee to be smitten before thy face. They shall come out against thee one way and flee before thee 7 ways. The Lord shall command the blessing upon thee in thy storehouses, and all that thou settest thy hand unto, and shall bless thee in the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. So, what's the land that he's given us to? The covenant land that was brought on by Father Shem. Come on, man. Come on, man. They got land that's for us, covered and prepared for us. That was in one of my live videos, but they cut it out. They cut it out. I'm not worried about it because, like you said, them enemies had rise up against me on Facebook and YouTube. Keep watching. Yeah. The Lord shall command the blessing to be upon thee in thy storehouse, and all thy settest thy hand unto, and shall be blessed thee in the land which the Lord God thy giveth thee. But listen to it, blessing upon thee in thy storehouses, and thy settest thy hand unto shall be blessed in the land. Come on, man. Everything that thou settest thy hand unto shall be blessed. Come on. The Lord shall establish thee as a holy people unto himself, and that's who we are, the chosen of the Lord God. We are his chosen people. As he has said and sworn unto thee, if thou shalt keep the commandments of the Lord thy God and walk in his way. But that's why we're in the land of captivity, because what? We stopped keeping his commandment. We stopped keeping his holy covenant, and we're doing everything as these heathens has taught us. And we dying. We're dying, just like he said, those congregations of these churches, and just look at those people. Once you read the book of Adam and Eve, and read Gunham, G-E-N-U-M, and then go to the book of Isaiah chapter 3. Once you start reading those type of things and see where you have fallen short, yeah, and repent. Yeah, repent, man. Tell God you're sorry. You can't get rid of those tattoos on and all those portals that you open up with those tattoos. But once you say and repent of it, God will shed all those portals and tattoos. Yeah, he'll shed them. He'll close them up. All right. All right. Thou shalt command the blessing upon thee in thy storehouse as be sitting thy hand unto. All right. So read that. The Lord shall establish thee as a holy people unto himself, as he has sworn unto thee, if thou shalt keep the commandments of the Lord thy God and walk in his way. And all the people of the earth shall see they're afraid of the Jews. Come on, man. They're not. They're not. But if you start walking his way, when he said all the people of the earth shall see that thou art called by the name of the Lord, that name of the Lord. And what name is that? Israel. Come on, man. Jacob's children, Israel, you called by the name of the Lord. And these people, the people of earth shall see the call, and they shall be afraid of thee. Come on, man. And the Lord shall make thee plenteous in goods, and the fruit of thy body, and the fruit of thy cattle, and the fruit of thy ground, in the land which the Lord sware unto thy fathers to give thee. Tell you, bro. I'm telling you. Work of thy hand, and thou shalt lend unto many nations, and thou shalt not borrow. But what's happening now? Yeah, what's happening now? Then you got the old people that say they're Jews, they own it all. Yeah, they own it all. And pretending that they are us. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They pretend like they're hated all over the world. But they're not. They're not. They're not. And if you don't think that you hate all over the world, go over there, that piece of dirt they call Israel. Go to Jerusalem. Go to Haifa and all those other places. What is it? Haifa. Oh man, what's the other place? I can't think of the name of the other place. A place where you come in at. They will come back to me. But anyway, all over that land and see if they don't hate you. Go ahead, man. You hated over everywhere you're hated. Yeah. The Lord shall open up unto thee his good treasure, the heaven to give the rain unto the land in his season, and to bless all the work of thy hand. Thou shalt lend unto many nations, thou shalt not borrow. And the Lord shall make thee the head and not the tail. And thou shalt be above only, and thou shalt not be beneath. If thou hearken unto the commandments of the Lord thy God, which I command above only, and shall not be beneath. It's us. It's not them anymore. We are our own enemies. I get deep and deep in all Tel Aviv. That's the name of it. I went to Tel Aviv. They like, there a couple of people in Tel Aviv was kind to me, but I could tell they was real Jews. Yeah, but they were real Jews. They wasn't saying that they are Jews, but not the ones that walk around with black hats and curls and all like that, thinking that they all that, calling me the N-word and everything else. Yeah, oh yeah, I had a time over there, but the Lord God, they couldn't do nothing. They wanted to. Man, let me tell you something. Let me see where I'm seeing. They had when I was on Bethel, I went to Bethel. And so when I was in Bethel, man, cussed me out, this old white, old Jewish, she's not a Jew, old Jewish woman come down there, put her hands on me. And then they come out there with the white truck, they want to kidnap me and told me, we going to do you worse than the people do you in America. We're going to treat you worse than the white folks treat you in America. That's what he told me. That's what he told me. And he tried to take my passport, but I wouldn't give it to him. Yeah, they threatened to kill me. Oh yeah, they did do that. Threatened to kidnap me and kill me. And nothing happened to them. I reported it. I got the paperwork showing where I reported that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But vengeance is mine, see the Lord. And that's why the Lord God, two places he's gonna wipe off the face of the earth. Ariel and Bethel. And because both of those, when I told this one before, they put their hands on me and they did me wrong in both those places, Bethel and Ariel. And go read the scripture, the Lord God tell you how he's going to wipe them completely off the face of the earth. All right. So all I can tell you what they had done unto me. Yeah. Done more than that unto me. Go listen to my videos. It's in there. All right. So he tell you that once again, he'll make thee the head and not the tail. Thou shalt be above. Thou shalt be above all, and thou shalt not be beneath, and thou shalt hearken to. I really do like. Let me finish this up, though. And thou shalt not go aside from any of the words which I command thee this day to observe and to do them. And thou shalt not go aside from any of the words which I command thee this day to the right hand or to the left, to go after other gods to serve them. But it will come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken to the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and do all these commandments and statutes which I command thee this day, that all the curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. So we know that these things have happened. All right, so let me tell you something. I'm about to be. Karen Ann Giddens. She's from Jamaica, but she lived in London. And truly, this woman, Lord God had shared a whole lot with this woman, vision and dream. But what's wrong with people? Just like our brother Yahim and our other brother Flat Earth Boxer, what I call Starman. And they have a lot of knowledge, but they refuse to get in these books and start reading. And just like the Lord God told, they put this mental superstitions on the Bible. Or if you go outside this Bible and reading anything else, something bad gonna happen. And just like our Father Enoch said, that's a mental superstition. And I see it all a whole lot, especially on our elderly, on Israel ancients, the elderly, man. They've been reading that Bible all their life, and everything I need to know is in the Bible. That's a lie. Everything you need to know is not only in the Holy Bible. I just finished reading to where Jason had abridged the Holy Bible. But they still won't take root. because they have the way they've been reading, just like me, I've been reading that Bible for so many years. So when the Lord God took me to this other knowledge, wisdom, all these other books that is His Word, then that Bible opened up to me. It opened up to me. I mean, it opened up to me, and I know everything comes from where to find everything at. Yeah, everything, because the reason for everything under the sun, and He showed me where everything at and where everything comes from. But they won't do it. And then on a slick side, because they have a slick side, they'll give it to covetousness also. They won't admit it. They won't admit it, and they give it to vanity also. Yes, they are. Because I told you, I look at them and tell them. See, if I go to your page and I put on that thing at the bottom of your page and see you have PayPals and buy this and buy that for me, I know that you are covetous. And you still straddling the fence. You're not fully in. You're not 100% in. You're not. Okay, all I'm going to do is give it to you as the Lord God has given to me. Because I know, got that motive, I cast it out. So I can see that beam in your eye. You have a beam in your eye. You want the things of this world. You want these vanities. I look in your house and see these vanities. I see how your curtains look. What type of hair? You got all these different colors in your head and all like that. I go right there in the book of Adam and Eve and tell you how Gunnar made all these different dyes. And you have these on. Like the Joyce Myers, T.D. Jakes have all of this different color on. The Lord Gordon already taught me and showed me. See, that's demon technology. You see? So you can't. So you're gonna always have some type of error in your speech, error in your talk, error in your sermon, error in the gospel that you're supposed to be preaching. You're gonna have an error. Why? Because you're not 100% in. You're straddling the fence. You're still loving the things of this world. Go to Deuteronomy chapter 7. Maybe one day we go there and tell you what things are throughout your house. Don't you bring them into your house. But anyway, and so she's trying to speak up on this George Floyd thing, which is good. It's nothing wrong with her speaking up on that. There was nothing wrong with but just about nothing. But she kept on saying African American. Now I told you, and I'll tell you again, when somebody calls you African American, that's the same way of them calling you the N-word. Because when there was in Africa, in South Africa, during apartheid, there was teachers over here. They called it Jim Crow, and over there was apartheid. And they call you African American, let you know to stay in your place. That's why they call it. They won't come. But you're Israel, and you'll have to get to start doing that. You'll have to start saying brother or Israel. You're going to have to say who you are. Say who you are. You know, I'm black, but I'm of Israel. I'm not African American. I'm Israel. Even though you're in Africa, you say, well, I might be in Africa and I might be born there, but I'm still of Israel. They're Japanese, same thing. You know, you might be have Asian descent, but you still are Israel. You tell them, say, well, I might look Asian and think, but I'm still of Israel. Korea, you know the color of your skin, but and say I might be born Asian, but I'm still Israel. You understand? And so everywhere, Australia, everywhere you want, you know who you are, Israel, and know of you. Not what? That's why you say I had to scatter you through all nation, kindred, and tongue. So when she kept on saying African American, I said, please don't call us African American. Please do not call us African American. Please don't call us Americans. We are Israel, God's chosen people. That's who we are. Until you get that into you and stop calling you and let these people put these different tags on. They put the tags on me and I went right along with them too. Go fill out a form, African American. Why? Because somebody else told me that I was African American. I didn't stay that upon myself. I'm going by what somebody else told me. Now, did the Lord God call us African American, or did He call us Israel? Did the Lord God call us African American, or did He call us the saints of God? Did the Lord God call us Christians, or did He call us a righteous nation? Did He call us saints? You know, does He call my elect, my holy ones, my kings, my priests, my peculiar people? Come on, man. Jacob, Israel. And y'all keep on thinking God sees and knows everything. You're telling me God didn't know that one day you're going to be in captivity? Well, go read, I just finished reading to you. You're going to be in captivity for 1 year. And you're going to tell me God could not say, well, these people going to be called Christians? Or these people going to be known as African American? You're going to tell me God can do that? But you go same thing. This is the tribe, the 12 tribes, Judah, Gad, Reuben, it's still the same people. Still Israel, God's chosen people. Come on, man. So I just text and say, please don't call us African Americans, and you need to start reading. Brother y'all are the future. Y'all are the future. I mean, we're going to be gone anyway, but y'all still are the future. And y'all have to get it together, because we are on our way out, and y'all are in. You see? Y'all going to become the leaders and everything, but y'all going to lead and still call us the same thing? Huh? I'm Jamaican. I'm a London. Or are you Israel? I'm telling you, you're the leaders. Are you going to do what? Who do you love the most? Do you love yourself or do you love the people? This is not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, says the Lord of hosts. And I am Elijah. Until next time.